Hey, what's going on? Joe
Bam!
McCall and Tom Krol. How are you, Tom?
Good to see you, brother. Looking good.
Looking good. You as well, man.
Thank you,
Uh,
brother.
so glad you're here. Tom and I, we've been friends for years, years,
Right.
years, years. And I've just so enjoyed being a friend of Tom's. Tom, watching you kind of go into the real estate business and then get into coaching and have tremendous success, sell your coaching business for a very substantial profit. Now, doing a bunch of different things. And one of the things that I've so appreciated about you, Tom, is the amount of effort that you put into your students' success. And you are like deeply invested in their success, and you actually care about your students, not more than I do. I have to fight with you on that, but you care about them more than anybody else I know in the industry. Your passion, your energy is so much fun. And last year, about this time, can you believe that, Tom? We did a workshop. Wasn't it in May?
What? Yeah. Oh, that's right. It was. That was a long time ago.
But it doesn't feel like it.
No.
We're
Wow.
doing a new one.
It goes by fast. I can't wait. And Joe, let me just say, I so appreciate you, brother, because when I got my start, I went on your podcast and I didn't know anything about anything and I was scared to take action. This is like a decade ago, but I will tell you what, I appreciate you because you are a rock star for giving me an opportunity. And I know you still do that to this day with other people in our industry. So I appreciate you as well, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. I've learned so much from you.
Well,
But
ditto.
anyway, what are we going to talk about today, Tom? We've got some kind of workshop
Yeah.
we're doing.
Let's talk about so Joe, there's so many guys and girls out there who coach coaches who don't have a coaching business. I'm just going to put it right out there, right? They coach people, but their coaching business is coaching coaches. And you and I have both built and developed, and in my case sold coaching businesses in the trenches as a coach. So everything that we teach is real world and immediately implementable by the people who are building a coaching business, a mentoring business, a consulting business, an agency business. And this is going to be a workshop for those people who want to stop fooling around with all of these crazy, expensive, time-consuming tools and CRMs, tunnels, funnels, webinars, seminars, and all this other waste of time stuff, and get right to the meat and potatoes to produce revenue on day one and to actually not only put revenue in first position, but your students' success. Because guys, that's the real secret, is that when you're an expert and you know how to coach, and instead of being a coach, you're a generous expert, you're going to make sales. Like, that's the big secret. Like, when your students do well, you're going to have an exploding business. Like, shh, don't tell anybody.
That's a huge secret. Yeah. So like what Tom you're talking about is like, there are a lot of people out there, they're good at what they do, but they basically teach coaching and how to sell coaching by selling coaching. And
Right.
it's kind of this circle that, but to learn how to create a coaching business or an information product business from somebody that is actually doing it, we feel like we have a pretty unique perspective on this, because we've had a lot of success with students in the trenches, doing deals ourselves, doing lots of real estate deals ourselves, and then also having success with the students that we're growing. I mean, together, Tom, you and I, we totaled it up a year ago. It's bigger now, but over $30 million combined between the two of us in info products and coaching sales and marketing services and stuff like that.
Right.
Here's the thing. I am super passionate about this business. I really am. And I'll defend it till the end, because if it wasn't for somebody that I bought this course from, who bought the course from somebody else, who signed up for coaching from someone else, who went to somebody else's boot camp, and I would not be where I was today. I so believe in my education. I believe in education from any kind of education you can get, but it's a great industry because you can help people by changing their lives. You can help, and you can make great money doing it and make a lasting impact and a lasting legacy. So it goes without saying, we both kind of got our start with real estate. But like we were passionate about the business. We were good at what we were doing. People started coming to us and saying, "Hey, can you help me? Can you teach me how to do what you're doing?"
Well, that right there is the secret.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, what Joe just said, that if I could, that is the secret, is that whatever you are an expert in, if you can make a lot of money doing it, but you can make a fortune teaching it, because there are so many people out there struggling who want to get started, and they want to be part of something bigger, or they want to be an entrepreneur. It could be biz op, it could be whatever it is that you coach, whatever made your life better. If you have that little seed where you have just contagious energy that you have to share this and you want to help other people doing it. When Joe says that people were coming to us for help, when I first started, people were coming to me for help because they saw what I taught and how it impacted my life and how I was so excited about it. And that's one of, people get so caught up in the nuance and the difficulties of how to get started in a coaching business. It's actually really simple. You want to have that magnetism, that magnetic type of messaging where when people hear you, they either turn you off or they turn you up. And that's one of the things that we're going to help you do, is kind of dial in and narrow your message to just be a go-giver. It's something that we call being the generous expert. So you don't have to worry about being a coach. If you're just a generous expert, this thing will grow itself, even if you have no product, no audience, you've never brought in a coaching student before. I mean, my text messages are loaded with people with no audience and no product that just start selling their solution overnight. It's phenomenal. So
I love it. You have a client who went to our workshop a year ago, Ray, and I love, this is a great story. I love Ray.
Yes.
And he's a guy having success in the business, right? I interviewed him on my podcast in November of last year. He'd already made $800,000 net profits, revenue, one of the two, I'm not sure, but made a lot of money.
Right.
Doing real estate deals, vacant land flips.
Right.
And I just saw an Instagram post from him today, Tom. He was interviewing a coaching student now that student has just done 70 grand within his first 3 months, $70,000. You see the ripple effect of this? This is why I'm so passionate and excited about this workshop. And we keep this small. We're only letting 15 to 20 people in, maybe 25, it just depends. But we keep it small. We don't want this big thing with hundreds of people in there. We want to be able to spend time with each of you on your businesses and help you kind of figure out what you're good at, what your gifts are. How can you most help the people and have the biggest impact? It doesn't mean you have to have $1 million a month business to make a huge impact. You can take a guy like Ray, who is working closely with Tom, and now he's coaching and helping other people make a lot of money in the business, quitting their jobs, finding financial freedom. It's awesome. I love this.
And to get granular and specific about how he did it, because Ray came in to our, how to be a coach program, and he had phenomenal success overnight. And the reason is because he was a go-giver, because he put revenue in first position, not tools, not preparation. Preparation could be a form of procrastination. He didn't put any of that wasting time stuff that's expensive and will be a time suck for him. He put that and customer service in. That's why when Joe was saying, hey, Ray's student made 70K, the reason is because Ray was focused on the important KPIs, the metric, the key performance indicators of his coaching business, which is I've got to earn money in first position, and I'm not learn tools. I've got to make money, and I've got to help my students. Because if you can get good at that and capturing that good news and sharing it, you're going to have a phenomenal business. But Joe, also, I just had another client come in. He came in. We had one phone call. In 24 hours, he brought on a 30K client. This is the key. Guys, the coaching is easy. Coaches are complicated.
Mm-hmm.
This is this is not rocket science. Believe me, if I can do it, you could do it. If Joe could do it, you could definitely do it. No, but guys, seriously, it really is a simple. It's a simple framework, and I think complexity is a lure that attracts a lot of new coaches and agency owners and consultants, because it's like it's in the water and it's really, really shiny, and people just want to grab all this complexity. But you can just get straight to revenue and helping people and create a scalable, sellable coaching business that's really hands off and will help thousands and make millions. And that's the framework we're going to give you.
I just played golf the other day with a good friend who's here in St. Louis, and he went to one of my workshops. he didn't go to the last one that we did together, but he went to the one I did by myself before.
Right.
And just from that workshop we did, it was 2 days. He walked back to his team, did a campaign that I taught how to do, and did 150 grand within a week or two from that event. Right. So we've got story after story after story. But here's the cool thing. You don't have to have, it's funny the way you say it. You don't have to have the webinars and the seminars and the tunnels and the funnels and all of that stuff, right? Like you don't need that fancy technical stuff. It helps, but to get to your first 100 grand, to get to your first million, you do not need all of those fancy, complicated tools. Maybe you do to scale, but like you don't have to have that fancy stuff, right?
I mean, if you can't make $20,000 a month right out of the gate with just messaging, with no tools, the tools may not help you. So what we're going to show you is how to dial that in. Now, the tools are great. And Joe, especially, Joe, you're a master at the tools, right? But what we're going to help you with, this is why Joe and I make such a great collaboration on this, is because we are going to help you dial it in and create instant revenue. And then we're going to extrapolate that messaging and we're going to create compound success. That's what marketing really is. Marketing is just broadcasting your message in a bigger, more profound way so that more people can hear it, more people can raise their hand and say, yes, I want it. So that's what we're going to work on is dialing that message in.
It's funny because when we did the workshop last, I felt kind of conflicted because I was teaching something, and then Tom would teach the opposite. I would say, don't do this. And then Tom would say, do this. And they're the same both ways. But the feedback was so good afterwards because people loved seeing the different perspectives on it. I made most of my income from selling info products, you know, a course or a program or some kind of marketing services. Tom has made just as much money, if not more, selling coaching, high ticket coaching. And there's a place for both. And I think this is why, again, it's going to be such an important workshop. If anybody's interested in going, go right now to coachmarketingworkshop.com and check it out. We're keeping it small. It's going to be May 18th through 19th in Orlando, Florida. And we like them small because we don't want it to be a big thing. Also on that page, when you go there, if you don't want to sign up right away, you can schedule a call with either me or Tom. We can get on the phone and talk about what we're going to be doing at the workshop. Hey, would it be all right if I shared that video?
Yeah, let's do it. And guys, I'm excited. This is going to be awesome. Yeah, we have great feedback, and yeah, I am excited. Let's see the video.
All right, we'll see if this works. I hope it does.
I don't know if I've seen it yet.
Hey guys, how you doing? Joe McCall here. I want to invite you to my next workshop. What was delivered here in 2 days was really mind-blowing at the depth that we went, but in the simplicity of how to actually execute it on the other side.
The reason we came to the event here today with Joe and Tom is because we're really looking to provide more value to subscribers and share the knowledge that we have with other people who are trying to accomplish the same thing that we've done.
I remember thinking early on, like, I really love this internet marketing thing because it allows me to spread my message to as many people as possible. And again, like, I'm doing real estate deals, but I'm also thinking I'd like to be able to help and coach other people to do the same thing.
Joe McCall and Tom Krol are opportunity creators, and that's why I'll always be a part of anything they do.
I came to this event because Joe McCall, he has been a leader in the industry for a very long time. He's a marketing expert.
We spend a lot of time covering those basics and fundamentals. Who is your customer? What is their problem? What are the big benefits that they're trying to get? How can you help them with real solutions? How do you do paid ads? How do you create webinars that convert people and get them to say yes?
I've got 4 pages of notes. I'm writing everything down.
Being here with Tom and Joe was like a no-brainer. These two have like already demonstrated massive success, have gotten great experience, and they care about the individual first, given just pure actionable steps that have proven track record.
It was way more than what anyone would have ever thought coming into here.
I've learned almost everything that I know from Joe McCall. Bought his first course in 2011.
We know Joe McCall for many years, so I know that he's teaching what we need.
One of the things that I like the most about being here is the level of talent in the room
A players.
It definitely exceeded my expectations. This room was phenomenal, and I definitely suggest that you check it out.
You know, the reason I wanted to attend this event was because of Joe and Tom.
We've been teaching them how to create a business that's very profitable and serves a lot of people at the highest level.
Awesome event. I would definitely come again. It's given us a lot of confidence.
It's pretty amazing. I was one of the first guys to get the Double Comma Club award, stuck with it, really worked hard, and then got the 10X award, which was quite an honor and a privilege.
You want to learn from people that are really helping their people at that high level. That's Tom and Joe.
The feedback we're getting is awesome. People are already implementing some of the instruction. We're having a blast. It's awesome. If you want to get on this journey, we can't wait for you to join us next time.
Block it all out, take the time, come spend 2 days, and watch what will happen to your clarity, your understanding, and your ability to craft an offer that will make sense to an audience that's looking for you. So listen, if you're interested in coming, I really hope you want to check this out. Look at all the information down below. Click the link right now, get more information, and join us at this workshop. It's going to be amazing, and I know you're going to love it. You're going to get tremendous value. I guarantee it.
Oh, how is that?
That was awesome. I love that video.
Yeah, Rob Shirley, good friend of ours in
Oh,
St.
yeah.
Louis.
Love
Built that.
Rob.
Rob was at the event with us. So it's coming up May 18th, 19th. I also want to share something here. And I didn't ask you if this was okay, but I think I did. I want to make sure it's cool. You and I both did a presentation at Family Mastermind.
Yes.
A couple weeks ago. And I'm going to share this with you guys because I think this, if you want more information kind of on what we are and what we do, we're going to give you the presentation replays here. And I'm going to share my screen because I think share screen window. Sorry, hold on here.
Yeah.
Boom, share. Okay, you see this? We're good there? Yeah. All right. So you and I did a presentation just a few weeks ago. I'm going to give you guys a link to this if you want to watch it. I did a presentation on how I sold $2.3 million of an info product in 13 months from an ugly and unprofessional webinar. And I kind of dive into the details of that. Tom did a presentation on how to create a hands-off, sellable coaching business that helps thousands and makes millions. I mean, those aren't two amazing titles. I don't know what is. And so I'm going to send you this link right now. It's the same one we gave you before, coachmarketingworkshop.com/family. Okay, so let me type that in here, coachmarketingworkshop.com/family. If you want more information and watch those videos. I did get permission from Matt to put those on there.
Yeah.
But so we're going to be kind of diving deeper with each of those presentations are only about 30 minutes long. We're going to be diving deeper into that kind of stuff with real tactical, practical stuff to then implement. See, my goal, Tom, is when they leave this workshop, they're not going to be overwhelmed with a million things to do. It's just one or two or three things. And a lot of what we talk about can be implemented actually there at the workshop, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So the coaching that I've done, we put a small group of people together. It was 14 people, 100% success rate in that group. And this is all no-brainer stuff. A lot of coaches out there, they practice the BS method. The BS method is I'm going to build it and then I'm going to try and sell it. And that is expensive. It is difficult. They try to build a course. They try to build modules. They start recording. All of that stuff feels good, right? It all feels good. And then they work hard to try to sell it and launch it. We practice something totally different. It's not the BS method. We practice the sell it and then you build it method. It puts revenue and customer service in first position. The audience will tell you what they want. It's very difficult for you guys who have already made money and you've already are successful to kind of get your information down to somebody who's just starting. And we're going to also teach you, there's so many tips and tricks that we're going to go through, but we're going to teach you how to start at the top of the funnel where there's 35 million people who want to learn what you have to do instead of going down to the bottom of the funnel where there's 3,500 people nationwide who want to learn what you do. So we're going to go through all of these things to just tweak it 1% and get some massive results right out of the gate. It's going to be a great adventure. So I'm looking forward to doing it with you, Joe. It's going to be great.
I am too. Hey, we're going to do some more podcasts talking about this. We want to really push it up there. We want to get a lot of people there. It's going to be an amazing, amazing time to come and just hang out with us, get some one-on-one help in your business, network with other people there. One of the coolest things about these workshops I love doing is I'm learning from other people too. We get people from different industries, not just real estate, but people from all over. And we start learning, what works well for them. And so it's kind of like a mastermind almost. It's a workshop, but it's also a mastermind. And you're going to learn a lot just from the networking with other people there.
It's important to say that because that's why we intend. I just came from an event yesterday in Arizona. There were over 500 people there. When Joe and I, that slide that Joe had just shared was close to 200 people there. We are going to keep this intentionally small. This way, there's a lot of Q&A. We're going to get granular about your specific business. It is industry agnostic. Some of our most successful clients are not in real estate. They're in other, either spiritual healing or all sorts of different industries. So if this is something that this is great timing right now, especially after the pandemic. The coaching business is a phenomenal business. And this is one of the added benefits that nobody talks about as a coach. When you are a coach or a consultant, that is how you achieve a level of master craftsmanship in your expertise. It's by having apprentices. So if you really want to master your topic, attract apprentices and teach them. And it's in those trainings where you are humbled and you're relearning some of the basics yourself. That's where you really master your own craft in real estate investing or whatever it is that you're doing. So by teaching, you become better.
All right, good. So, hey, Tom, before we leave together, we're going to wrap this up right now, but let's schedule some more podcasts, and we're going to keep some of the stuff at a high level, what we're going to be doing. But guys, just go right now, watch the presentations that Tom and I did at coachmarketingworkshop.com/family. And I'll make sure that link is in the description of these videos. Go to coachmarketingworkshop.com to just sign up for it. It's going to be in Orlando, May 18th through 19th. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we will see you there. Thank you, Tom.
Bam. I love it. Thank you, Joe.
We'll see you guys. Bye-bye.
Talk soon.